Alright boys and girls, and welcome back to another building video. The perfect 4x4 starts off as a simple 2x2 that then expands to this monstrosity of a base. The 4x4 has a triple layered honeycombed open core with the open core and smelting core combined in one, as well as multiple levels of peek ins and peek outs, as well as head glitches. Multiple levels of respawns, both in your inner shell, outer shell, on your roof, as well as your early games. Respawns isn't the only thing the 4x4 has. It houses a wide-gapped shooting floor, as well as breach peak peeking towards your outside compound, as well as a massive China wall housing a hidden TC, as well as multiple head glitches and peek outs. Now we're gonna go ahead and break down the cost of the base. First of all, build cost. And last, the upkeep. The upkeep is spread around 5 TCs, 1 main TC and 4 auto TCs. Well, if you guys are interested to get on with the build, we're gonna go ahead and do that now. Make sure you pick a nice flat spot for this base design, because the base is a very big base, so you're gonna need a flat area. You're gonna start off with your normal simple 2x2 with a second floor jump up. Make your normal secondary floor with a single door frame entrance and a secondary to third floor jump up. On the third floor you're going to wall in your jump up, and then you're going to make windows on the front and then 2 single door frames on the left and right hand side. Now you're going to go down on the bottom and make your shell of the base. You're going to make your normal 4x4 and then triangles on the side and honeycomb in the middle. Make this build out as shown to get your outer shell and corner pieces on your shooting floors. The build out when you have done it should look something like this if you have built it correctly. Now go to the middle part of the honeycomb in the 4x4, build out 4 squares, top that off with a triangle, and then build back with a half moon, a square, and then left and right you're gonna place 2 squares. This is your wide gaps, so you have to TC these ones. You're going to place 3 squares and then you're going to make your gatehouses. After that, 3 more squares and then your TC on the left hand side of the triangle. Start with walling off the sides like this, the triangles. Corner pieces you're gonna leave no honeycomb. Place windows like this for a good peek towards the outside and the inside of your base. Make your jump up as shown, and then you're going to wall that in. Going to top everything off except where your jump up is. Then you're going to place a half height wall and a window frame for a foot peak to the third floor. Make your corner pieces as shown with roof triangles, except the left one where you're gonna have jump up to the secondary floor. Place these floor frames as shown for better peaks and easier walkway on your ramps. Wall in and make your jump ups to the secondary floor as shown here. A peak up on the right hand side with a single door frame, and a jump up with a double door frame on the left. Wall in all of the sides except the side facing towards the outside and the middle. Here you're going to have your early game peek outs. As you see, I'm building everything in symmetry, but here you're going to have 2-sided symmetry, or you're gonna bake everything twice as I show. You're going to have 2 jump ups on opposite sides of each other and 2 ways up to your shooting floor level. Your chutes with ladder hatches. When you have made this, you're going to top everything off, and then you're done with your third floor. Now we're going to head down and make your outer shell. You're going to go down, place wall frames and windows. Wall on the triangle sides, and then the square triangle sides you're going to place half height walls, windows on top of those, a window facing towards one of the sides, and then a wall frame, half height walls, triangle in that, and then top that off. I'm building it once, but you're gonna do this 4 times. If you have upgraded this to metal, you have to go into the inside and upgrade this to the new shipping container skin, otherwise you can't get through. Now we're going to make your early game peek outs. You're going to place wall frames, 1 high, not 2. A window in the front, half height walls and 3 core height walls on the left and right hand side of those. top that off, and then you're done. Now we're going to go in your compound and make your gatehouses. You're going to place half-height walls and 3/4 height walls. Wall frame on the front and back of those, top that off, and then make a half-height wall on every side, and then top that off. Place your deployables, doors, turrets, walls, and everything, and then you are done. Now we're going to head up and start making the open core. Start off with walling in all the sides of the base. Make the honeycomb on the triangle sides. Make your honeycomb on these sides too, but here you're gonna leave out the top, because here you're gonna have a ladder hatch entrance to the shooting floor from the bottom. Now you're going to place half-height walls on all of the sides on the entire floor of the 4x4. After this, you're going to place a ramp facing towards the outside, and then you're going to place ramps towards the inside of the middle. Place these triangle floors like this, and then windows and wall frames on opposite sides of each other like this. Wall in the corner parts like this, so you have the 4x2 as your open core, and then your smelting cores on the corner pieces. In this video I made it wrong, so don't place the walls towards the inside of the base on the corner pieces where you're gonna have your opening to your smelting core. The opening to the smelting core should look like this. A door frame, and then you're having mixing tables and electrical furnaces like this. Same here in the middle honeycomb again. You're going to make all the honeycomb and top that off, except the middle part facing towards the outside, because here you're going to have your ladder hatch entrance towards the upper floor. Going to make your loot rooms like this. You're going to place low ramps facing towards the outside, so you have box placements down below, and you're going to have triangles, and then you're going to have normal floors and ramps facing towards the outside. Above those, you're going to make your normal beacons with ramps on every side, from all of the 4 sides, same way. On the sides where your honeycomb is, except the ladder hatch entrances, you're going to place walls on the inner side of that. You're going to place walls on the sides where your squares are, and on the sides where your jump up are, except the side facing towards the outside in the middle, where you're going to have a wall frame and a jump up to the next level also. You're going to have a window on the right hand side of the wall frame facing towards the outside, where you're going to have your shooting floor. Top everything off except the side where your jump up is going to be from the side where your jump up were already underneath. Then place walls on the corner sides to make places where you can place your beds, and then wall frames and top everything off. Now when you have done this, you're going to place your build-ups to the shooting floor. You're going to go down on the bottom, build up all the sides on the shooting floor, as shown in the video. Here you can do this now or later, but here on the sides, on the corner pieces, you're going to add your honeycomb on the corner pieces. You're going to make your build-ups all the way up to 1/2 floor lower than the height of your shooting floor, where you're going to have your windows. Add your windows as shown. You're going to make an exception in the middle, where you're going to have a build-up from bottom later on. Make your build-ups all the way up to the shooting floor level. Then you're going to make a half-height wall, a window to the left and right, a floor frame, and then remove the half-height wall and place a 3/4 height wall instead. Place a single door frame towards the outside, and then half-height walls on the left and right. Top that off. Now we're going to make a roof build up one higher than the sides of the squares. Then you're going to place windows on top of those. You're going to place triangle roofs on the sides, and then you're going to place roofs on the left and right hand side of those. Then you're going to make these weird build-ups. Here you're going to have turrets, so don't top it off before you place your down your turrets. Windows on the left and right hand side of the build-ups where you have the square part. Then going to place ramps on top of those. Now we're going to make your middle part jump up and build ups where you're gonna have your batteries in. You're going to make everything walls except the sides on the left and right hand side, and the right hand side of your wall frame. You're going to make your normal jump up where you have 2 walls and a wall frame. Top everything off, and then in the middle part you're going to make 2 rooms where you're gonna have your batteries. Now we're going to head down to the bottom and go to the sides where you have your gatehouses. You're going to build up the crow's nests. This you can either do on 2 sides or 4 sides depending on how many and how big of a base you want. We're gonna build up 7 high. Then you're going to make your crow's nest. Depending if you want bedroom respawns on the sides of your crow's nest, on 4 sides or on 2 sides, you can either do 7 high or 6 high. 6 high is the one I'm building here in the video. 7 high is if you want your bedroom respawns. You are now finished with the main base, and we're gonna head down and start making the China wall. You can either end off and not build anything more here, or you can start and choose to make the China wall of the base. You're gonna start off with placing a triangle, then a square, and then you're going to place 7 triangle foundations, and then a square, and 2 triangles. This you're going to do on every side. I'm building it with symmetry on, so you just do it on every side, same, simple, every side. Here you can either choose, you can have bedroom respawns here or peek outs. If you're gonna have your peek outs here, you're gonna have to make the triangles on the inner part of the square and not the outer part. If you choose to have instead a bedroom here, you're gonna build them on the outside. In this video I just show you how to build the peek outs of the base, because I have my bedroom respawns in my base and not the China wall. You're gonna start off with making half-height walls and then windows. You're going to place a floor frame and 3/4 height walls peeking towards the inside of your base. Top that off and place a ramp roof so you can peek out of the base. On the other triangle parts of the China wall, later on you're going to make them honeycombed. Just for now you're just gonna make them walled, but when you have the resources you build it honeycombed. You can either choose to have turrets here, but because of the 12 turret limit you can't really have that many turrets. That's why I just do honeycomb and leave it as. 4 sides of the base you're not going to make honeycomb, you're instead going to make a side where you can go out and in of your base. You're going to place 3 squares connected to your base where you have 2 windows to the left and right of the way in of the base. To the right you're going to have a Dropbox storage to the left, and then you're going to make the rest of the China wall. You're going to place half-height walls on the corner pieces, and then you're going to place 1 wall higher on the corner pieces. You're going to place 2 high walls, so you have a total height of the China wall as 3 high. You don't need to, but if you want to, I usually add honeycomb on the back side of the TCs. This is just for added protection. If they choose to pummel, they're probably not gonna pummel the side where your TC are. Then you're going to top off everything, and then you're done with the China wall. Just place your deployables, everything you need, the barricades, door frames, window bracers, and then you're done. Now the base is finished, and it should look something like this if you built it correctly. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like, subscribe, and comment down below. And if you have any questions, join the Discord server. I will DM you shortly. Thank you guys, and bye.